Right now, there's a company so powerful that governments are fighting over the technology it creates. A company whose products are considered more strategically valuable than oil, more important than gold, and potentially essential for the future of human civilization. Its technology powers artificial intelligence, military systems, supercomputers, financial markets, and the global race for dominance in the 21st century. And yet, most people only know it as a gaming company. That company is NVIDIA. But this story isn't really about graphics cards. It's about power. Because behind the AI revolution, a new geopolitical war is unfolding. The United States and China are battling for control of semiconductors. And the future of global power may depend on tiny computer chips smaller than your fingernail. So how did NVIDIA become one of the most important companies in the world? And why are world leaders terrified of falling behind in the AI race? This is the story of NVIDIA, the company at the center of the new global chip war. To understand the rise of NVIDIA, we need to go back to the 1990s. Back then, the internet was still young. Most computers were slow. And video games looked primitive compared to today. NVIDIA focused on one thing: graphics processing units, or GPUs. Originally, these chips were designed to improve gaming graphics. But there was something special about GPUs. Unlike normal computer processors, GPUs could perform thousands of calculations simultaneously. At first, gamers loved them. But eventually, scientists realized these chips were perfect for artificial intelligence. And that changed everything. Because training AI models requires enormous amounts of computing power. The more powerful the AI becomes, the more chips it needs. And NVIDIA happened to be years ahead of everyone else. Today, its AI chips are considered the gold standard of the industry. Companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon rely heavily on NVIDIA hardware to train advanced AI systems. Without NVIDIA chips, modern AI would slow down dramatically. And in the age of AI, that means power. Most people never think about semiconductors. But almost everything in modern life depends on them. Phones, cars, missiles, satellites, banks, power grids, AI systems. Without chips, modern civilization stops functioning. That's why semiconductors are now considered strategic assets. In many ways, chips are becoming more important than oil. Because whoever controls advanced computing could control the future economy. Artificial intelligence is expected to transform healthcare, finance, education, transportation, military systems, and global productivity. And NVIDIA currently dominates the AI hardware market. Some estimates suggest the company controls the majority of advanced AI accelerator chips worldwide. That level of dominance is incredibly rare. And it's creating geopolitical tension across the globe. Before we continue, if you enjoy videos that explain the hidden geography behind global power, technology, and world affairs, make sure to subscribe to GeoBrief. This channel is all about the forces shaping our world, from geopolitical rivalries and strategic resources, to AI, borders, trade routes, and the future of global power. And if you're interested in understanding the world beyond the headlines, you're in the right place. Now, let's continue, because the story of NVIDIA becomes even more intense when we look at the growing AI war between the United States and China. But here's where things become dangerous. NVIDIA designs chips. It does not manufacture most of them. That job belongs largely to TSMC in Taiwan. And Taiwan may be the most strategically important island on Earth. Why? Because TSMC produces many of the world's most advanced semiconductors. If Taiwan's chip industry stopped functioning, the global economy could enter chaos. Car factories could shut down. AI development could slow dramatically. Electronics production could collapse. This is one reason why tensions between China and Taiwan worry the entire world. China considers Taiwan part of its territory. But the United States supports Taiwan militarily and economically. That means the future of global technology is tied to one of the world's most dangerous geopolitical flashpoints. And NVIDIA sits directly in the middle of it. The United States understands something important. Whoever leads in AI could dominate the 21st century. That's why Washington has aggressively restricted China's access to advanced AI chips. The US fears that Chinese AI advancements could eventually challenge American military and economic dominance. As a result, the semiconductor industry is now deeply connected to national security. Advanced chips are no longer just business products. They are geopolitical weapons. The United States has introduced export controls limiting the sale of high-end NVIDIA chips to China. Meanwhile, China is desperately trying to build its own semiconductor industry. But creating advanced chips is incredibly difficult. Modern semiconductor manufacturing is one of the most complex processes humans have ever created. A single advanced chip may require global supply chains, ultra-rare materials, extreme precision, and machines costing hundreds of millions of dollars. Even tiny disruptions can create massive global shortages. And this is exactly why the chip war matters. Because it's not just about technology anymore. It's about global power. During the Cold War, countries raced to build nuclear weapons. Today, they are racing to build artificial intelligence. And NVIDIA supplies the hardware powering that race. Governments worldwide are investing billions into AI infrastructure. Massive data centers are being built across the United States, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. These facilities consume enormous amounts of electricity. In fact, AI is now reshaping global energy demand. Countries with cheap electricity, stable infrastructure, and advanced semiconductor access could gain enormous advantages in the coming decades. Meanwhile, AI is also transforming warfare. Military analysts believe future conflicts may rely heavily on autonomous drones, cyber warfare, AI surveillance, and intelligent targeting systems. And all of this requires advanced computing power. In other words, the geopolitical importance of companies like NVIDIA may continue growing for years. But there's one big question. Can NVIDIA maintain its dominance? Because competition is increasing rapidly. Companies like AMD, Intel, and several Chinese firms are trying to challenge NVIDIA leadership. At the same time, governments are investing heavily in domestic chip production. The United States wants to reduce dependence on Asia. Europe wants semiconductor independence. China wants technological self-sufficiency. This means the semiconductor industry could become even more fragmented in the future. But for now, NVIDIA remains at the center of the AI revolution. And its influence extends far beyond Silicon Valley. Because this is no longer just a technology story. It's a geopolitical story. NVIDIA is no longer just a tech company. It has become a strategic pillar of the modern world. Its chips power artificial intelligence. Its technology influences global markets. And its success is deeply connected to the growing rivalry between the United States and China. The future of AI, the future of global power, and perhaps even the future of warfare, may depend on who controls the world's semiconductors. And that makes NVIDIA one of the most important companies on Earth. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to GeoBrief for more videos about geopolitics, geography, global power, and the hidden forces shaping our world. And let me know in the comments, could AI chips become more important than oil?